Now Gonzalez is tipped to take over from Julio Cesar Chavez as the greatest hero in Mexican boxing, and deservedly so. The WBC lightweight champion makes the 6th defense of the title in front of a home crowd in Juarez, Mexico. It's 2 years since Gonzalez won the title, but since then he's made a big impact. The European champion Jean-Baptiste Mendy found out just how good the Mexican was in the last defense. Flyweight champ against wins, 15 of them beats. First defense of the title, and it looks a comfortable one despite the unbeaten record of the challenger. 27-year-old Antonello Melis was a good class amateur and has won all 15 professional fights to date, 7 of them inside the distance. But he's never fought before at this level or against an opponent of this class. Here are Reg and Jim again.
Well, Melis certainly was a good amateur. He boxed against Ireland back in '89 and the European Championship, I remember, of '89. Carlos Salazar, he's been around quite a bit now, 46 fights, and he had 4 attempts to win the championship, and a pro since 1985. And a pretty talented southpaw at that, Salazar, from the Buenos Aires. So, if nothing else, certainly Melis had the crowd on his side, and I'm afraid he might need them. Might remember this fellow Salazar, Jim, had that tremendous fight with the great Thailander, Sun Kil Moon. And a lot of blood flying around in that one.
Yeah, that's when Moon was badly cut. I think everybody felt that the fight should have been stopped. They allowed it to continue, and then most people feel that Salazar was robbed. But surprising here, I mean, Melis I wouldn't have thought was ready for this kind of test. I don't know if his handlers are thinking that Salazar has had a tough career. Sooner or later he's going to come to the end of the road. Personally, I don't think he's there yet. But nothing that Melis has done suggests that he should be in here tonight.
Yeah, he's been in with the best, Salazar. He lost a decision to Sochet Ladar, the man who defeated Charlie Magri in London. Well, he's not that old, actually, Jim, 31, but he's had to do it the hard way, and as you say, maybe the Italian matchmakers are figuring, well, get him away from home. You never know, he might be running out of steam now.
Then again, Melis might be a lot better than we expect. The Italians they have a tradition for looking after their fighters, just give them plenty of easy wins, but it doesn't mean when the time comes that they can't do it. So Melis might be that little bit better than we think.
Attacks himself well though, the Argentinian Jim, with that high southpaw stance. There it is, look, almost peekaboo style, isn't it? Trying to outwit each other a bit in the opening round.
Yeah, they're both trying to draw the leads. See, when you have a southpaw facing an orthodox, it's the battle of the jabs in the first few rounds. Melis is doing the right thing, moving to his own left, trying to step outside the champion's jab. But Salazar just a little bit too cute at the moment. He's not throwing it. He's taking his time.
Yeah, he's a cagey customer, Salazar. Necessarily the greatest puncher, with 15 stoppages or knockouts in a career of 39 wins. And it's the opposition he's been up in. Some of these can be phony, but a lot of knockouts, and they're called a bunch of nobodies.
It's back, and it's bigger than ever. Dance Zone Level 7 with DJ Misha, Clubheads, and the Lisa Marie Experience. Alcatraz, Baby D and Kendo. 40 slamming dance hits with Dubstar, Donna Summer, Black Box, Gusto, Pulp, Gabrielle and K-Dog. Dance Zone Level 7 out now.
I love running a restaurant, but it means getting and falling into bed late at night, and not a spare minute.
That's why our pond moisturizing wear grows our skin at night. From the pond
And night. More than
better.
So, Super Flyweight Championship of the World, At 8 stone 3, that is. And the southpaw defending champion there in the yellow and red, Italian Melis, good amateur. Maybe left his pro career a bit late, really, to turn pro. Only 15 fights, and just got into the top 10 to justify this with the IBF, apparently. But, well, on home territory, that'll give him some help. But as I say, Jim, only if he can fight.
Only if he can fight. Yes, well, he's moving around. I think his sharp movements are giving Salazar a few problems as far as pinning him down is concerned. But it's early days. Salazar, a good old pro, he's never in any hurry. He's trying that little left-hand lead.
You know, over the years, there's been some really good class Argentine fighters, Jim, isn't there? I know Carlos Monzon was a particular favourite of yours. And, you know, the good ones tend to be exceptional, don't they? Don't have much rubbish there.
Yeah, and they all have a kind of toughness in common. Even the poorer fighters, if you like, they're still tough. They seem to be a naturally tough breed, and this fella certainly is a little toughie. He's been with everybody.
Yeah, he's not easily rattled either, you know, he's confident all the time. He's got the real veteran's look about him.
Melis is a little bit negative at the moment. He's flicking out the jab, but it's more to save himself being hit than an attacking jab. I mean, he's going to have to step in with that jab. He's flicking it out.
I doubt whether Melis can punch hard enough to keep him off as well, Jim. He doesn't give the impression of being a banger.
No, but you have to discourage an opponent. You have to put enough power into the jab just to keep him thinking. If you just flick at the jab, Salazar is just going to walk straight through.
You can understand why Melis was a successful amateur, Jim, with that style, can't you? It's perfect for that.
Yeah, we're just picking.
Yeah, jabbing away.
Just picking the odd punch, but pros are not really impressed by that. You really have to gain respect in the professional ring. Just a little bit negative. Okay, it's early, we've got a long way to go. But I would say the early rounds are the ones where Melis should be trying to get something in the bank. As the fight grinds on, it's going to become tougher and tougher. So he should be looking the first 4 rounds maybe to win 2 or 3 of them.
Just trying to peck his way to a points window. He'll have to do a bit more than that, the Italian. He's got to take it away from the champion, as they say. Sort of stroll back to the corner there as though he's just reporting for duty at the office. And again.
Well, no real solid shots been landed in the first couple of rounds, mainly because Melis moving around sharply, not really getting involved. But if he wants to win the title, he's going to have to get a little bit more involved. That was a decent right hand from the challenger, but not a great deal of power behind it. No problems for Salazar.
Third round coming up. From Rome then, with an American referee for this IBF Super Flyweight Championship. Crowd are not getting too excited at the moment, or they are at that point. The first decent punches he lands, Melis, they'll give him some support. He tends to flap a bit, Salazar, Jim, when he swings those punches, not on the tip of the glove often.
I think Melis's problem with that attack, he got a couple of punches home, but when he'd finished his own little attack, he was completely open, and he took the couple of counters that came back. They weren't too solid. But Melis, there was a kind of sign of lack of experience. He delivered his own punches, and then he was completely open after that.
Just measuring him with that lead, the right hand there, Salazar. Just kind of keeping him occupied a little bit. Oh, that's better. They were cleaner shots.
Salazar's looking a bit more positive at the start of the third round. Nice right hand from Melis, though.
He's still got a very amateurish looking style though, Melis, Jim, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not very compact, and that's why he's been caught with some of the counters. He's a little bit loose. After he throws punches, his defences disappear. Salazar, by contrast, he's always nice and tight, chin down, elbows in.
I imagine Melis had plenty of experience against southpaws in the amateur ring. I'm not sure about the pros. Doesn't seem to be too bothered about this right-hand forward style of the champion.
No, and he's doing the right thing. He's still moving to his own left, trying to get outside the southpaw jab. Well, that's a good right hook. See, just now and again, lack of experience and a poor defence. I think that could be Melis' downfall here.
Well, the Italian promoters have obviously brought Salazar in, trying to hope that their man can grab the title away, because he certainly wouldn't have got a decision anyway in the Argentine.
So Melis still just a little bit hesitant.
Yeah, he's got to give it a go at some stage, Jim. Plenty of time to go.
I mean, this is all right. If he's nicking the rounds, if his jab's landing and he's stealing the points, then this pace would be okay. But what he's doing is not really working, so you really have to come up with something better.
Strictly a counter puncher though, Salazar. He won't go forward unless he has to. Sits on that stool, Jim, just to say, oh dear, another round in the bag there, isn't it? You know, here we go, in replay.
Yeah, well, the decent punches, the good solid ones coming from the champion. Melis has to come up with something just a little bit better, a bit more positive. See, he's flicking that jab in, but he's not walking in behind it.
Fourth round. Children, of course, the championships for 12. And a bit of a cautious start in many ways by Salazar, the southpaw, and well, the Italian challenger now just managed to get in the top 10 to get the shot. And he's sort of pecking away point scoring with the left hand, try and catch the judge's eye. Stiffer punching though from Salazar.
Break.
As well as universal boxing language here with the American referee with the Argentinian and Italian. No, that was a slip. I hope he doesn't. No, he's not going to count for that. Good. That would have caused a bit of a eruption in the audience. So now the crowd are rising to him a bit, Jim. They feel as if he's in with a bit of a shot now. They were a bit cautious at the start and fearing the worst and hoping for the best.
Break.
Melis is not getting his punches off quickly enough and not enough punches. Melis looks as though he's waiting for Salazar to make some mistakes and then he wants to counter. But he's trying to counter-punch a counter-puncher, and that's not an easy job.
No, he can't draw him in recklessly there, Salazar. He's too smart for that. He's missing quite a bit now, Melis. Oh, and he's made him pay for that mistake there, Salazar.
So once again, inexperience of Melis at this level. He's making mistakes, and now that Salazar has found a bit of rhythm, he's making, he's punishing him for these mistakes.
Long punches, aren't they, from Melis, Jim? Sort of arm strength, most of them. Trying to hit from a distance.
And Salazar always has the last word. He's always that little bit busier. He's putting punches together. Melis still looking as though he's trying to steal the points rather than march right in and take control.
Bit of a swing and a prayer there earlier from Salazar, though, wasn't it? That's a much better shot there. out on the bell. We'll let that one go. Crowd a bit pleased with that. Can't get over him, Jim. He looks so relaxed. He should be commentating. Have another look at this.
See Salazar getting over Melis's left jab with his own right hook. There was a punch landed there, but it certainly was a slip. The punch landed, but I think he...
Yeah. Sometimes, Jim, they actually slip on those motifs, you know, on the ring canvas, because they tend to be shiny. So the 5th round then, and it's really warming up a bit now, this IBF version of the 8-stone 3 championship of the world, that super flies. 8-stone fly, 8-stone 6 bantam. With 46 fights now, Carlos Salazar from Buenos Aires. And Antonio Melis from Italy only had 15 fights, and obviously his first World Championship challenge. Oh dear. I don't know what kind of punch that would be called. It could be a wrestler and get away with that one. Get the impression maybe the champion's cornermen are saying, come on now, you're letting him get away with stealing a few more punches than he should be.
Yeah, I think if Salazar raised the pace now, we'd just see exactly what Melis has to offer. He's running out of ideas a little bit up close. That's the second time this round he's grabbed hold of Salazar up close. I think once again his inexperience at this level. Salazar may be trying now to take a bit more control.
Yeah, it's a lot livelier in the, well, almost second half coming up. And that's the first time he's really gone forward in an attack there, Salazar.
More mistakes from Melis because of his looseness. His defence really is sadly lacking. He's not tight enough. Salazar is always the same. The chin's down, the hands are up, the elbows are in nice and tight.
Yeah, he's looking a lot more business-like, Salazar.
Yeah, Melis is showing plenty of spirit, but there's no great method in what he's doing, and he's not made the slightest impact on the champion. That's a good punch. Okay, he was off balance, but it's a nice little clip.
Oh, had he gone down from that, he would have definitely taken a count.
Salazar's going for him a bit more now.
That's the experience of having fought away from home so many times now, Salazar. He knows when he's really got to put pressure on.
Salazar's really taking charge now here in the 5th.
Yeah, a long way to go.
Nice little clip from the challenger there, just to remind him not getting it all his own way. But this has been a good round for Salazar.
Yeah, it's become a different fight now, isn't it? Almost starting the second half, as it were. And, well, there's more to come there anyway, of that hard stuff.
Now, that was the one nice little clip from the challenger, but apart from that, it was mainly the champions round.
Sixth round coming up then. The IBF Super Flyweight Championship. And the southpaw, oh, let's see. Is he going to count there? He should do there, surely. We've had a slip and he's got away with it. Okay, yes.
That was
what do you think,
slip.
Jim?
No, that was no
that
slip.
Was a punch,
that was a real solid left hand, bang on the chin. And we'll see how well he can recover from that one.
Yeah,
that was a real good punch.
The referee was looking at Salazar to go back to the corner. That was what, to a neutral corner. And I was wondering whether he hadn't made up his mind whether he was going to count there, but he did, of course.
And that was right out of the blue. There's another left hand which is shaking him up a little bit. Salazar's looking for the finish here. Yep, this is the most aggressive we've seen the champion. I think the 5th round has shown him that he's too strong for this fellow, and he's proving it now.
Well, Referee getting himself a bit tangled up here. I haven't seen him before. He's not that effective at the moment. Telling the talent to watch his head. He's in trouble. Oh dear. Now that was a swing that got through. He was missing with those early on. Counted in English as well. Well, boxing language, I guess.
Melis is still looking shaky there. That was another solid shot, and his legs have not recovered.
I don't know whether he understood what ready to go means, but I just thought he could have done with some help there. Melis. Look at this, Jim. The referee's getting tangled up with him again there.
Melis doesn't quite know where he is here, Reg. Referee can step in any time he likes.
He's got to stop this, I would think. He's really rocking all over the place.
Melis is still badly stunned. All he's doing is clinging on for dear life. He's got nothing to offer here. His legs have gone. These punches have gone right through his guard. Salazar's experience, he should be standing off a little bit more, giving himself punching room. He's getting too involved because this fight is one punch away from being over.
Well, it's untidy as well.
Salazar really should have the experience to stand off. I mean, this is real poor boxing from an experienced world champion. He should be standing off, giving himself some room to punch.
All the crowd trying to show poor Melis what to do here. It's going a bit. I mean, as if he's got time to look out of the ring and say, oh, I wish you'd come and do it for me. Well, I can't believe he's going to see this round out, Jim. I mean, it looks like he might there. He's got the survival kit on, but look at this. He's really rolling.
Well, that's really scrappy boxing from Salazar. Disappointing stuff.
Oh, dear.
See, this is
Come
what
on,
he needs.
referee.
He needs to stand off. The referee should really stop.
The
He's got
towel's
to
been
stop.
thrown in, Jim. The towel's been thrown in. And I think he's probably said, and about time too, or you shouldn't have done it. What do you think he said? I hope he said it about time as well. The referee was wrong there, Jim. He could have gone in a lot earlier.
Yeah, definitely. Melis had nothing to offer after the second knockdown. But really a little bit disappointed in Salazar. The finish was very, very scrappy.
Let's have a look at the finish again.
I mean, that was a real good shot.
Winging a prayer stuff, but he's getting away with it.
And that was the second knockdown then. See, he's swinging really wild shots, but that was a beauty. That was actually the second knockdown. That was the first knockdown, so that was the second knockdown, which was the real powerful punch in the round. And that was the one that finished the job. But from that point on, I thought Salazar was very, very scrappy. He got too involved. He got far too close to Melis. And he couldn't really get the quality punches. But having said that, Melis had nothing to offer. The referee could have stepped in long before now. He was surviving, but that was all he was doing. The referee, too many times referees are taking too long to pull. This is him complaining now about the towel going on.
Well, there it is. Yet another win then for Salazar.
Salazar then retaining the IBF version of this C belt at this weight. The Japanese retain the title then on points. Well, now Kawashima makes the fourth defense, this time against Boy Aruan of Indonesia. 25-year-old Kawashima has won 17 of his 20 professional contests, 12 of them inside the distance, with 2 losses and 1 draw. He's a southpaw who's certainly improved considerably, but he does have question marks over his chin. Boy Aruan is 23, but he's had 10 more fights than the champion. The Indonesian has had 30 contests, won 26 of them, only 6 though by way of knockout, with 3 defeats and 1 draw.
Well, there it is, and obviously a biased crowd, I can tell you that, in Tokyo for Kawashima, hot favourite. And not having seen Boy Aruan from Indonesia, well, it's difficult for me to say how this is going to go, really. Won 26 of 30, so he can't be too bad, with 1 draw. The 8 stone, 3 pound division. And Kawashima has a decision over the IBF holder at this weight, Carlos Salazar.